Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up to help the channel grow. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Universal Channeling. Channeling the conscious universe for the new world consciousness. Suzy Ward, channeling Matthew Ward, February 2, 2024. Aspects of ascension and densities, awakening process, advancing in awareness, light versus dark battle. With loving greetings from all souls at this station, this is Matthew. Our last message was met with a variety of reactions, including surprise, disappointment, distress, gratitude, annoyance, delight, and a lot of questions. Considering the likelihood that our messages are read only by light workers, does that not suggest that indeed, clarity was needed as to where Earth and most of her human residents are density-wise, so you're spared the disillusionment, discouragement, or perhaps even abject sadness, due to unmet expectations? Except for saying outright it is a misperception that you are entering fifth density. We have talked about all the information in that message previously, some of it numerous times. Of course you can't remember everything in messages that started 20 years ago, and cover a wide-ranging assortment of topics. It's natural that most is forgotten. If you're interested in reading about densities and ascension, I think March 6, 2017 message has the most detailed, comprehensive account. Some emails sent to my mother show that readers wrongfully attribute to us other sources misinformation. Message readers paraphrase what we said when they write about it, thereby changing our meaning so it conforms with their misinterpretation of our statements. Add channeled messages with disinformation written by Illuminati minions, and it's easy to see why confusion and misconceptions abound. Now then, although most questions and comments were answered personally, we include a number here because some of the writers are poignantly eager for change, and what several wrote gives us the opportunity to mention new facets of ascension or repeat some important old ones. Matthew and other messengers have said Earth is in fourth density. I don't understand how anybody is in third. Isn't it logical that everybody on the planet would be in fourth too? It would seem that way, if it isn't understood that there are two kinds of ascension and two kinds of density pertain to each. An infusion of light from advanced civilizations almost 90 years ago let Earth jar loose from deep third density and start ascending. In both energy and location she has reached low fourth density on her planetary ascension course. The other kind of ascension is personal. Even though souls on Earth are in third density bodies in a world that still is largely third density due to long ages of dark control, by absorbing the light that keeps intensifying, individuals can evolve to fourth density in spiritual and conscious awareness. While many souls still are soundly slumbering in third, others are awakening and advancing toward fourth in awareness. The two ascension processes have an energetic connection, but they operate independently. For instance, throughout the eons, the planet and its successive civilizations were descending from high fifth density to deep third, and got mired in the darkness at that depth. Gaia, the soul that embodied as the planet, remained in her fifth density evolvement status. And, as Earth ascends into successively higher astral planes, all her peoples have increasing amounts of the love light energy that enables their personal ascension. However, regardless of how slowly or quickly they evolve, the planet will continue rising at its steady pace. Our weekly meditation group was surprised that we aren't even close to 5D. We've resonated so well with your information, we felt like we are volunteers. It's really disappointing to know we're not. Please don't conclude that you're not. Meditating regularly and feeling comfortable with topics in our messages indicate that very likely you are volunteers. People bound by third density mentality aren't attracted to spiritual and metaphysical messages, and it's likely that if recently awakened souls discovered this kind of information, either they would be trying to assimilate it, or have tabled it for later reading. Awakening is a process, not an event, and individuals' earliest discoveries are the corruption and deception that puppets of the darkness kept hidden so well for so long. This first order of awareness is necessary so determination emerges to purge unjustness, to establish fairness, goodness, and rightness. When the societal revolution gets underway, spiritual and conscious evolution will follow. The populace will be intuitively nudged onto the pathway of light and enlightenment. Now here comes a message saying it's going around the world that we're in fifth density. Oh my God, we're nowhere near fifth, or even fourth. Let us repeat this universal truth. The universe has no demarcations, energy isn't compartmentalized, and we use numbers only to indicate Earth's location, or the evolutionary status of an individual or a civilization. Also, fourth and fifth densities aren't destinations on an intergalactic travel itinerary, They are stages of self-discovery along soul's evolutionary journey back to Creator Source. I am grateful to Matthew for clarifying the fifth dimension issue. Most individuals in a discussion group I'm in think it's like going through door number 4, and they'll just suddenly be there. It seems difficult for many to grasp that these are levels of awareness. They're wanting to know how one knows when they've moved to the next level. They're thinking this is a tangible progression. There are no enter or exit signs designating levels of awareness. It's like energy, it has no compartments, no limitations or borders. Awareness is an ongoing self-realization process that gives one bursts of new understandings about universal truths, and the exhilaration of aha sensations. Advancing in awareness isn't a learning process, it is myriad stages of consciously remembering what we already know at soul level. Just as we are inseparable from God and Creator, we are inseparable from the universal mind, and the remembering process is the eternal journey through all our lifetimes. This is really upsetting. I'm so eager for all darkness to end, and we can live in peace. Can't volunteers or ET family help us get to fifth density sooner than 35 to 40 years? The light radiated by volunteers has been helping all along, and for millennia, Universal Family have been assisting and protecting Earth in her life forms. However, moving from one density to another, evolving in conscious and spiritual awareness, is an individual achievement that comes in accordance with free will choices. Souls who heed their intuition to help others, for instance, can swing through third density, dash into fourth and advance fairly quickly toward fifth. Souls who choose self-service, or the ease of mediocrity or resist new ideas or methods can stay stuck in third lifelong, or trudge through that density like tree sap in winter. Please don't think darkness will last 35 to 40 more years, it won't. It absolutely will not, it cannot. Furthermore, some changes you will wholeheartedly welcome already are on the way, and many more will be coming in increments. The years of world transformation will be exciting, filled with dynamic activity that vastly improves everything that impacts life on Earth, and the societal harmony that develops will lead to unity of consciousness. Today he is saying we are 2 generations off from what he has been telling us, as I understood it, was within our grasp. I am aware that he is not linear, but this is really annoying, and I am not sure I can trust that channel in the future. If that dear soul reads this message, she will see that we understand why not all readers will like or agree with what we say. Individuals' perspectives, personal feelings, and extent of accurate facts can differ greatly, and those factors are the basis of opinions. If an opinion is overlaid on our information instead of it being read as straightforwardly as stated, voila, the reader attains his or her desired perception of a situation. It's noteworthy that no one who reads our messages has our information sources or observational vantage point. I know a lot of people whose beliefs defy common sense. For example, when the planet reaches a certain point in space, bad people will just disappear, and everyone else will physically move to New Earth. Some of my coworkers believe that when there are mass landings, the ET crews will fix everything that's wrong here and do it almost overnight. I don't get into this with them, but if ideas like that are widespread, will that affect the whole population's ascension time? No. Only the individuals who hold those beliefs will be affected. Regardless of how far from facts, common sense or universal truths one's beliefs are, they are that person's unquestioned reality. If everyone were correctly informed about what is going on in the world, and what ascension is, could we reach fifth density faster than Arnold's people think? It's extremely unlikely. Individuals whose actions cause widespread suffering and destruction would not stop voluntarily, and until very recently, countless souls incarnated there to wind up third density karmic lessons. Of equal, or probably greater significance, progress is right on target with the divine master plan for Earth's golden age. Thank you for this comprehensive reality check. I know a lot of folks whose thoughts about ascension and densities are confused, or dead wrong in comparison with what lighted messengers say. I'm going to send them this message. Offering receptive people accurate information is helpful, trying to convince them to believe as you do is not. Proselytizing irritates and alienates. Souls embrace universal truths at their own pace, and if not during this lifetime, they will have as many other opportunities as needed to see the light. Recently, according to Arnold, the planet Earth will be reconciled in only 40 years. Awesome. I'm very glad to hear that, even though I won't be able to see it with my own eyes. You will see the entire marvelous panorama from Nirvana or your homeland spirit world. Will everyone on the planet go directly from 3D to 5D? Helping a civilization rise from third density to fifth is a gargantuan undertaking, a gargantuan accomplishment. No. The quoted statement is crediting volunteers with a monumentally successful mission. They started when Earth's civilization was sound asleep in deep third density and, as seen in the continuum, they steadfastly radiated their light until the peoples reached high fifth density, where they manifested Earth's golden age. Beloved family, in this moment you can't comprehend how extensive your assistance is, or how invaluable you are to our Earth family. Later, when you view the unfoldment of this unique era in the continuum, you may feel somewhat overwhelmed to see the astounding difference your presence on the planet made. You will understand why all lighted beings in this universe honor you, and you will feel both humble and gratified that you were chosen to participate in this glorious upliftment of an entire world, and all its life forms. Please don't give your energy to preoccupation with conditions that have to be fixed. Instead, help materialize benevolent changes by envisioning images that emit high vibrations. Maybe Earth immersed in golden white light, or a forest of magnificent ancient trees, or a field of vibrant wildflowers, or joyful children playing with animals. Whatever images or thoughts let you feel lighthearted and peaceful. During the coming weeks and months, the pace of action in the light forces versus the dark forces ages-old battle will become swifter and more chaotic. The dark ones know their long reign is over, and they will lash out viciously. They may have WHO claim a mutated new virulent virus requires everyone to be vaccinated, or attempt a holographic alien invasion, or produce major geophysical events. It's likely that mainstream media will emphasize increasing dangers of escalating war on one hand, and on the other, irreversible damage due to climate change and other worrisome situations like rising crime rates, growing homelessness, and food shortages. It matters not that reports are rife with falsehoods, creating fear is the objective. We remind you that if a lockdown is ordered, it will provide you with protection, and be short-lived, and if a communication blackout or an economic close down were to occur, those also would be brief. Ignore whatever sounds frightening. It could be what the dark ones want to do, but no longer have either time or the global network to carry out. Dear ones, steadfastness in the light, kindness, confidence, optimism, and fearlessness always will serve you and Earth exceedingly well. All lighted beings in this universe honor you, and are supporting you with the unparalleled power of unconditional love. Suzanne Ward. Website, MatthewBooks.com. Email, Suzy@MatthewBooks.com. Please send questions and comments to Suzy@MatthewBooks.com. All messages from December 2003 to date are archived on www.MatthewBooks.com. Also on that site you can read contents and a sample chapter of all 6 books and order them in Bookshop.